So there's this chip shortage and the electronic component shortage these days in the India market. Still, Maruti has, approximately shown 1.65 lakh unit sales last month. What do you think is the process of sales and marketing to the customers, and how do you minimize the effect of the shortage?
Yeah, so you're right. The semiconductor issue has been troubling the industry for the last 13, 14 months. But progressively, it is getting better, as you can see in the increased production levels and the very good last couple of quarters that we have had. And because the demand came back strongly and there was a shortage in terms of supply, we saw a build-up of consumer bookings which are pending. And some models have seen a very large waiting periods. So our endeavor on one side is to increase production in line with the underlying demand pattern, but also for those customers who are waiting to be in close communication with them to explain to them why there is a waiting and apologizing to them and then telling them how long they have to wait more if depending on what forecast we are making for production in the future.
How do you think, how much time would it take to minimize this shortage point of view, and how do you think should be the technological development so that this such a situation does not appear again in future?
So essentially, two issues are there. One is a short-term issue whereby some of the chip producers were affected due to various reasons. Some had fire, for example. Some places like in US, there was a polar storm which affected the production, and so on and so forth. So the other is structural, which is basically building up of capacities so that the demand and supply of chips matches. So work is going on both. Meanwhile, what we are trying to do at the OEM level is try to maximize our production basis what chips are available, and also therefore adjusting the variant-wise and model-wise production. That's what we are doing in Maruti Suzuki, and we have been, I would say, fairly successful given the circumstances that we find ourselves in.
Basically, the chip shortage has been, having a lot of effect in the time period of delivery. So, when it comes to a consumer, when it comes to a customer, how do you ensure that the customer retains with the same brand despite the long waiting periods that the brand provides?
Yeah, so one important thing is to be transparent with the consumer, to give them an exact waiting period, and also to explain them the reason for the waiting periods being there. A lot of times we have found that at the field level, consumers are not told because they are not even approached because you are a bit nervous going to the customer. He's saying why you are not delivering the vehicle, why am I waiting for so long? So I think that has to be overcome, and manufacturer has to be transparent and go to the customer, communicate with them, periodically update the customer, him or her, about the waiting period and the reason for it.